Hey everybody, it's John from the Gloucester Library, and for today's craft time, let's make an origami penguin. Alright, so to get started, grab a sheet of paper. If you have origami paper, great, especially if you have some origami paper that's black on one side and white on the other. If you don't have that, you can color in one side, like say if you got a crayon, like a black crayon that you can use and put it on its side and just color the other side black really quick. But even if you don't, if you just have plain paper or notebook paper, that's fine too. It still looks pretty nifty when you're all done. So the first step is I'm going to turn it to where my colored side is down, if you have a colored side, and I'm going to fold it across so I can make my square. Because this isn't origami paper. That's okay. So do that, and I'm going to cut off my excess part right here, so I can get my square. You can also just fold it over and tear it off. That's fine. I just happen to have some scissors. All right, and then go ahead and unfold it. That. And the next step, we're going to fold an edge in, and I'm going to fold it to where it folds all the way down to this point and goes in just a little bit. Not all the way in, maybe about less than a half, more than a third of the way in type thing, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And even if it doesn't make it all the way down to the bottom, that's okay. We're going to try to, but it doesn't have to. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side here, and just try to make it as close to the other side as possible, where the fold begins and where it ends. That seems pretty close. All right. And then from here, we're going to take a little edge of this part that's folded in and fold it up like this. And it can be even with here if you like. You can have it hang over a little bit. Same thing with the other side. Best you can. And then fold it back down. Part way. See how I'm leaving just a little bit of a fold in there. I'm going to bring that close so you can see. It's just like that. And do that with the other side. Fold that in just a little. There we go. Those are actually going to be the little wings. Little penguin wings on the side there. Now the next step is flip it over and fold it along the seam there in the middle. So that it's like that. And now we're going to make the head, and do that on this part, the part with the flaps folded. And if you want to, you can go back and correct your folds now too. See, like I have one where I didn't fold it as much as the other. So I can kind of go in and maybe fix that now if I want. But you don't have to. You don't have to be that picky. I'm just being a little bit picky. There we go. And now to make the head on this part here, where our folded pieces are, go ahead and fold this part down, and we're going to try to do it where, there we go, about like that, where it's kind of even with this side, and then crease it just like that, and then turn it over and fold it back along that same fold. This is just so that when we go to make the head, follows more easily. Go ahead and unfold it and open everything up just a little. And then what we're going to do is push this in and then fold it back. And it's kind of tricky. But you're trying to fold it to where your body goes back in, and you can pull your little head out just a little, just like that. And you'll have them stick out like that a little bit. See how we got a little wing in the head? Now the next step is we're going to fold this part in for the tummy, and it's also going to create a little foot in front. So to do that, go ahead and fold this in. Maybe try to make sure it doesn't go past the end. Fold that, crease it, then turn it over and fold it back over the other side along the same fold there, and crease it. And then here's the tricky part, kind of like the head was. From the bottom, open it up. See our little folds? And you want to push it in. And try to fold your paper back. So our penguin will look like that when you're done. It's folded in just like that. Alright, and now to make his little foot, we're going to take that fold on the bottom and bring it back up some, maybe about to the front. This one's kind of tricky. You see how I've gotten it to, I'm like pinching it and it's kind of folding like this. Try to bring that about to the end as best you can, lined up, and pinch both sides to crease it. And now it's hidden right now, but there's a little foot that's going to come out in a second. And to get that foot out, now what we're going to do is take one of these flaps and fold it in, just like that. And do the same thing on the other side, trying to follow the line of the first one. As best you can. There we go. Now we have our penguin's foot and the wings and the head, and now the finishing touch is to make it look like the little beak is sticking out here from the head. So to do that, turn it up and open just a little where you can see in here, and you fold this point down in. See, just like that. See, you can see how his head is, but now there's no beak. So now open it back up and fold it back out again, but don't fold it completely. Leave like a little bit of folded paper still in there. See, just like that. And then go ahead and fold everything back down. There we go. We got our little penguin's beak. So there we go. We have Origami Penguin. I hope you enjoyed today's craft time, and I hope to see you next time.